This is breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour with the Las Vegas Review-Journal. We wanted to provide you an update on the partial collapse of a La Bonita supermarket in East Las Vegas that left 4 people slightly injured. Here's what we know. According to witnesses, the front portion of the La Bonita at Eastern Avenue and Desert End Road collapsed shortly after 6 a.m. today. Officials say 4 people were taken to a nearby hospital with minor injuries. Not too long ago, the Clark County Fire Department gave us an update on the situation, and here's what they had to say.
So our crews responded at about 6:20 this morning on a structural collapse, reports of people trapped. On their arrival, as you can see, the entire front unsupported mansard portion of the building came down and injured 4 people. One person was trapped enough where we had to extricate him from the debris. However, there were no life-threatening injuries. We used 45 personnel, our heavy rescue crew, which was the whole team of 16. What we did is we came out, we evaluated it, made sure that there weren't any utility issues with gas or that, secured that, and then began working our way to the bottom of the rubble pile, pulling it all away and checking for any other victims that may have been trapped underneath. Once we cleared that as a primary, we conduct a secondary search, which we go through it methodically again with cameras, looking in the void spaces and making sure that we didn't miss anything. We call that all clear, and that pretty much sums up the incident. Any questions?
State the obvious, some kind of structural deficiency. What is your suspicion right now?
I would have no idea. More than likely, for it to break off like that, I don't know if there was. It's hard to say. We have the building department out here. They'll check that out.
Storms last night brought lightning, not too much rain, but any indication that weather might have impacted this?
I don't know. Wind can cause things to collapse. I don't know if the wind was strong enough, but it's an older building, so who knows.
How common is it to see something like this happen?
Not very common. It doesn't happen very often.
How fortunate are we that we don't have any serious injuries or death?
Very, very fortunate. I think later on in the day, it might have been a little bit different story.
How about employees evacuated, right? There were dozens of people in there. Do you have an understanding of
everybody was evacuated out the back side.
Do we know how many employees were inside at the time?
No, I don't have that number.
Do we know if it was crowded? Usually people are there early in the morning.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly the amount of people that were inside.
You know what time it happened, sir? I saw the store opens at 6 in the morning.
It's 6:18 is when we got the call, so we typically get it right about the time that it happens.
So in terms of looking at what happened, what comes next and how many days are we looking at?
Well, now we'll turn it over to the owner and to the building department, and they'll decide what they're going to do. They have to deal with the insurance companies and those things, and they'll clean it up.
As for the 4 that were injured, were they inside of the grocery store, outside? Do we know where they were?
When our first arriving units arrived, they had pulled 2 people out. I don't know if they were under the rubble. The one was under the rubble that we extricated, and those, I believe, the 4 that were transported were right outside.
So it's a total of 5 people hurt.
4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 transported. 1 was trapped under the debris.
And you guys do specific training on this?
Yes, we have a heavy rescue team that comes out, and that's Station 11, which is an engine, a truck, and a rescue, and our heavy rescue out of Station 21, which is a rescue and an engine crew that brings out the heavy rescue. That's this unit here, and they're trained in structural collapse, swift water, all the specialties that the rest of us aren't trained in.
Any damage to the interior?
Nothing on the interior.
Do we know if the 4 people that were hurt, if they were all employees or a mix of employees?
I don't have that information.
How long are you expecting cleanup to take?
I don't know. That's going to be entirely up to the insurance company and the owner on that.
We heard from several people who witnessed the partial collapse, and here's what they witnessed.
And I just see the windows vibrate like if it was an earthquake. And I look behind me and I see a bunch of debris and dust coming to me, so I run back. And when I come back, I see that the whole roof, that is just down.
I was standing underneath right here by the water and by the wall. And like I said, my mom left for a second. She came back to come get me, and then like we seen this big shadow like thing, you know. And then like when we looked up, we heard the crunch, boom, and it just the whole roofing caved in. Yeah, it collapsed on us. Like I don't even know how we even got out of there. Like I said, if it wasn't for those water things at the end on the right, those big blue water things, it would have crushed us against the wall.
I'm literally on the phone with my cousin. And I'm like, yo, and I just start running back. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, let me call you and show you. And as you can see, the front of the building just collapsed. There were 3 homeless people trapped under. 2 were able to get out on their own free will. The third one actually was hit in the back of the head. He was gushing blood. I was trying to assist him to move him forward. He just wanted to get away from the roof. We called 911. They got here extremely fast, thank God.
We will have more on this developing story at lvrj.com, and we will have an update on all of today's events for you this evening at 7 p.m. You can also download our free RJ mobile app to get breaking news alerts sent straight to your phone. And of course, you can find us on Roku, Amazon TV, and all of your favorite digital platforms. I'm Renee Summerhour. Thank you for watching.
You've been watching breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.